ADBN, Advocate Broadcasting Network. ADBN, Advocate Broadcasting Network.
In a world of overwhelming voices where everyone has different opinion on different issues, it is important that we bring the core issue to the fore. Join me, Nancy Banigo, on Softline as we lend our voices to inform and influence your thoughts and actions. This is not just mere talk, it is an invocative program that touches the core of our existence.
No matter wetin I see, enough fit make mouth heavy to talk am. That's now why people dey talk.
You know wetin dey worry you, but you no go fit take help yourself.
In this kind of situation now, what if they really no talk to una? Wetin be the way forward?
They go bury our chairman on Thursday. We go remain here.
Make we talk good where we dey see good, and where we know say we no dey see good, make we also dey talk am.
No woman, no mother deserve to know the grave of his child.
The bank manager and the bank executive, they are the one the government should first face.
People They Talk, the show on Monday to Friday by 5 p.m. on top ADBN TV.
ADBN, Advocate Broadcasting Network.
Hello there, it's Softline on ADBN TV, and trust us, we're always excited to have you out there watching us. I am Edidiong Inyang, co-hosting with no other person than Funky Grandma, aka Mrs. Edith Killian. She's here on the show. I had to take your nickname, Funky Grandma, first.
Thank you, Edidiong. You've just brought out a new dimension. Nancy has differently today. You have also done yours separately.
Sure.
Differently. But I like that. You're looking so good today.
Thank you, Funky Grandma.
I missed you.
I know the excitement.
Oh
the excitement would even allow me to think of any other thing. And to think that we have the opportunity
to be together today. Yeah, oh my God, this is so exciting. I'm so happy to see you. You're looking so great.
Thank you. And
your hair is beautiful.
You too, Grandma. You look awesome.
Thank you so much. So how has it been? What have you been doing?
So.
I know you've always been on the show with Nancy, though, but since we missed, what has gone wrong? What has happened that you're not just telling me about?
A lot. That I'm
You've
sure
been enjoying life.
A lot, and I'm sure you don't want to hear it on
Oh my God!
We actually need to do the usual sit out a year so we can catch up enough. But tell me, what's happening in the school sector?
Exams are starting very soon. The JS3 have started exams, so teachers are trying to round up for the third term promotion exams for other classes. SS3 are gone, so JS3 are started theirs, and when they're almost done, the SS2 will start. So teachers are up and doing, even though in my school we had a whole week for all the departments, languages, science, social sciences, and all of that. So the week had been very hectic, and it has been great.
Okay, do you have any students being represented in the school exchange program we hear government is doing at the
Yeah, definitely. My school is a very wonderful school. There's no way they cannot be in such a program.
So how many students do you have?
5.
Wow. 5 students. Wow, that's great. So what do you think about this exchange program? Do you think it's going to be something encouraging, something that would impact the students positively?
Definitely. We are all trying to see how much we can make the students try to be in line in what is happening, what's the trending for their growth. After we are looking up to them as future leaders. So I think it's a marvelous program, and I know the students are going to take a very good advantage of this opportunity and come out and have a transformational mind. That's what I think.
Okay. So generally, we know that, I was just thinking we'll just talk about everything here, there, the social media.
You go on social media a lot. So me, I don't go. I do, but not often. I don't know what you know.
Nancy,
you know, you younger people know a lot of stuff that's happening on social media. Sometimes she keys me into them. Then, so what is it you want to talk about? Is there anything new that you found on?
But well,
we talked about the video the other time. We talked about who else? A lot of stuff that's happening on social media. But between yesterday and today, I don't think I've seen anything that's really trending.
Okay, so giving a lead to what we'll be talking about today, how do you feel about yourself?
Oh my God!
Your shape, your size, your hair color, the hair texture.
I love everything, even though, you know, they're having a positive mind about who you really are. Depends on your mindset. And for me, I'm just happy with myself. I don't care. I might have some, what do I call it now? I might have some, I don't want to say mistakes in my creation or whatever.
Okay,
you know, but I'm looking at the way God is creating everyone uniquely. That's how I look at it. So I see myself as a unique person God has created, and I take so much advantage of it. I make people to see who I am and what's coming out from me. That's who I am. I love myself. So self-crush all the time.
Yeah, no, but so when you take your mind back to when you were much younger and now that you are older, what is it about you? Do you love your younger version, or you as the older version?
Sweetheart, I say my life is so complicated. True. My younger version, I got married very early. At 20. I didn't know anything.
I mean, your size now.
Yes, what about size and everything? I didn't know. So I didn't know how I actually was, you know. One young man just picked me up, dragged me in, and we got married. So I didn't actually experience my youthfulness, my youthful age. I didn't show off with it. I didn't show off. I didn't scatter it all. I didn't have the opportunity. So I wouldn't know. So I didn't have a lot of compliments. I didn't know. But right now, the compliments I'm receiving, oh my God.
Oh my God. Funky grandma, you can say that again.
I had known how I looked.
Then.
So I have a lot of confidence.
Okay.
What's that now?
Okay, that's nice.
And what about you?
Yeah, well,
okay.
I'm about to tell you that looking at myself, I remember when I was younger, I used to be very thin.
Oh.
Very slim. In fact, so much that my mother would say she's wasting all her food without evidence because I never added flesh. But if she sees me now and I see myself now, when I look at my pictures of before and now, oh dear.
Wow,
okay.
Wow.
So I think we have given you a lead to what we'll be talking about today on this show. And I trust it's going to be very interesting and something you would want to hear. We're going to go on a short break. When we return, we'll introduce our guests for this show and on this topic, and then we'll do justice to it. So don't go away, just stay right back there.
1 hour of your daily dose of news from around the world.
Whether it's a diplomatic breakthrough, a humanitarian crisis, or a scientific discovery, Global Digest gives you a deeper understanding of the world around you. Join me, Alma Marcus. Let's stay ahead of the curve with conversations that are shaping our planet at 11 a.m. on DSTV, channel 258, and on StarTimes, channel 140. Global Digest, your window to the world's current affairs, only on Advocate Broadcasting Network.
No matter wetin I see, enough fit make mouth heavy to talk am. That's now why people dey talk.
You know wetin dey worry you, but you no go fit help yourself.
In this kind of situation now, what if they really no talk to una? Wetin be the way forward?
They go bury our chairman on Thursday. We go remain here.
Make we talk good where we dey see good, and where we know say we no dey see good, make we also dey talk am.
No woman, no mother deserve to know the grave of his child.
The bank manager, the bank executive, They are the one the government should first pay.
People They Talk, the show on Monday to Friday by 5 p.m. on top ADBN TV.
Welcome back. And what are we discussing today? Our topic for today is body positivity and self-acceptance. Body positivity and self-acceptance. To do justice to this topic is no other person than a lifestyle coach who is always our regular guest. Oh, Esther, I see you there already. She's no other person than Esther Richards, and she'll be joining us via Zoom. Esther Richards is a lifestyle fitness coach, consultant, and a seasoned speaker specialized in the health, fitness, and wellness space with over 9 years of leadership experience and a background spanning 2 decades in the creative field. She brings a unique and holistic perspective to her speaking engagements. Esther's expertise lies in simplifying fitness and healthy living, offering time-saving strategies and stress management techniques through her renowned lifestyle management programs. She has worked with prestigious organizations such as GTB Bank, Technovation, TDX, Calabar, and Amstel Malta, showcasing her exceptional skills as a speaker and consultant. Help me welcome Esther Richards to the program today. Hello, Esther.
Welcome once again, Esther baby. Glad to have you today.
Same here. Always a pleasure to be here.
Nice. So like we said, body positivity and self-acceptance. Take it off from there, Esther.
I think the very first thing we need to know is that body positivity is a movement. It's a movement and a social movement, right? That promotes a positive view of all bodies, regardless of their size, their shape, their skin tone, their gender, and their physical ability. So that's number one. That's the background we should understand as a movement. And I think this movement springs from all the things we see, especially women. We know that men have these challenges, but men don't really care as much as women care, right? So the whole challenge is not for just men and women, it's also for men, but predominantly women are the ones that deal with this. Now, self-image. I've said this before, I'm a regular guest and I love to talk about these topics. The self-image comes from your self-worth, which comes from your self-awareness. When you are aware of who you are, what you carry, who you want to become, you have a vision for your life, you understand your strengths, your weaknesses, and how to manage and balance them, you develop some level of self-worth from there, right? A high knowledge of self gives you a good amount of self-worth. And from that self-worth, you now have what we call the self-image, right? The environment we live in, all of these things are projecting and feeding off information to like define who our self-image or what our self-image is or should look like. The schools we go, the family, the friends we keep, all of these things are trying to shape the narrative of our self-image. But our self-image is our responsibility first. So when it comes to body positivity and self-image, they are very connected, because if you have a low self-image or a bad self-image, your body positivity is going to be very low. You won't even love your body. You have things about your body you don't like. You have parts of your body that you even say you hate, right? So that would be my opening background to this conversation.
Okay, so Esther, you know that everyone have gone through this body positivity experience. I would like us to lay a foundation, taking off from our personal experience, so that we can guide our viewers along. Before you came to realization, self-realization, how did you used to feel about your body before now?
Okay, so I have shared this before here. I love to always share here. So my personal story, when I was younger, like I was a teenager and then a young adult, I knew that I was very, very skinny. Then I think skinny was a thing then, But at some point, it became no longer a thing that I was just straight. But I didn't care. That's because I probably didn't know myself. Then I wasn't self-aware. So you see, I wasn't self-aware, so it didn't bother me that much because I don't know what people are saying. External factors, not anybody was saying was bothering me, right? But when I became very, very self-aware was in 2020 when the pandemic struck.
We've lost signal. Okay, Esther. I think we have lost signal there, but we hope that that will be rectified soon.
Yeah.
So, Funky Grandma, Esther was trying to tell us about her awareness.
Yes, her
personal awareness. So let me hear from you too. Let me hear from you.
No, like she just said, you know, I wasn't really aware of who I am, who I was, myself, my esteem. I didn't know, but I knew that I was a very bold person, and I was a little girl that likes showing off a bit, not knowing actually what the essence was. I was just doing my thing. You know, I didn't know the extent. You know, it was affecting people or whatever, but I knew that I don't have time. I am just who I am, you know, especially from my youthful time. So I didn't actually know the need, you know, to have this body positivity and acceptance, you know, so that you'll be free in public and do not care about this. I didn't really think towards that. I just knew I was just good. I just show off, secondary school show off, peso, and all of that. I was just running around like that, you know. But at the time I wasn't a fat person. So there was a day I was on holidays and I just walked past the street and I heard somebody said, Amoeba. No, shapeless human being. I said, wow, to myself. I didn't answer. I was still going. He said, Amoeba. I said, so I don't have an issue at all, you know. You know, so I knew then somebody was seeing me in that way, you know. I went back home and I told my mom, someone said Amoeba as I was passing by. And I said, don't mind the person. Is it because your bum is flat? You know, that's what my mom said. I said, okay. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, I didn't have beautiful curves. You know, I had a flat bum. And, you know, when we're flatty guys with the flatty bum, some people say, hey, you have a Onyibo shape. You know, some people are telling me you have a Onyibo shape and all of that. But that's okay. I didn't even take that to heart. I didn't really dwell on it. It was after I finished school and I had started doing some job, doing little job before getting back to the university, which landed me in marriage. Starting the job, mingle with other girls, somebody caught me. And I was madly in love. And we got married at 20, when I was 20. So I thought I was going to learn a lot in marriage, but it's okay. I didn't get much of that. So, but I'm fine.
Yeah, definitely you would. You know, what I've realized is that there's this consciousness, but not as bad as it is when you become a teenager. Yeah. You know, you start getting a negative vibes when you become a teenager. Yeah. But growing up, you beautifully appreciate yourself the way you are. Yeah. And then you realize that as a young person, there is this part of you that somehow, you know, like little children, you have them have those bow legs, but they grow up and it gets straightened, and all of that. And then when you look at your pictures, the only thing that could tell or probably let you know that this is it is when you have memories in pictures that you could look back to, and then you realize that, oh, this is me. And some people, you know, when they trend it on social media or even share, they're like, oh no, they hate themselves when they were younger than what they are now. But that shows God's handwork. Yeah. That we metamorphose. And that means that we should appreciate who we are at any point in time. Yeah. So that goes a long way to inform people that I don't know where that misconception came from here, because at every point in time one should be able to appreciate him or herself. Yeah.
You know, I'm surprised to actually come to understand and know that this body positivity thing is a movement.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, You know, that it's a movement. You know, I actually wanted to ask Esther a question.
Okay.
What is the goal of this movement? How did it come about? What made people begin to, you know, worry about this? Because even if the movement wasn't there, I didn't know about it. But because of your mindset, because this body positivity acceptance or self-acceptance is something that works in the mind. You know, the way you think,
exactly,
the way you want to carry yourself, the way you want to see people see you in public, the way you want to appear. You know, and if you don't love yourself, first, if you don't love yourself, you'll not be able to walk towards that. But when you love yourself, whatever it is, you like it. You like who you are. You like from the inside. From the inside. Because when you like who you are from the inside, it will work out on the outside. So when people start loving themselves from the inside without actually knowing about this body positivity movement, I think people are actually working positively towards they are getting accepted in the society.
Yeah.
You know, unknowing that there's a body movement. So I hope we'll come up soon with Esther. Let her tell us what brought about this body positivity movement.
Yeah, thank you, Grandma. And then it also brings us to self-confidence.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you can't talk about body positivity and self-acceptance without talking about self-confidence. You need to accept yourself. You need to know yourself. You need to know what works for you. You need to know that you are a special being, a special creature. You are wonderfully and fearfully made by God.
That's the most important.
Exactly. And then influence, peer influence come into play also. Because you realize that when you don't have confidence in yourself, you want to look like some other person. And this brings about this negative body positivity. And which we are advocating strongly about. People need to let go of those bodies. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah. While researching on the topic, I saw one of the tips is like, you know, where you snap a picture, you're like, no, take it off.
I don't like this one.
Why is my face like this? Oh, I
want to adjust the face.
Yeah, I do that a lot. Like when we have pictures from set, you know, when you're talking, definitely your lips, your mouth won't be the same. So when we're being captured, I'm like, why did they capture me this way? So you want to look your best always.
All the time.
So we have to actually learn to know that there are actually bad times, down times. Everything can be good all the time. And then we actually appreciate that. Okay, so while our technical crew is trying to set back the Zoom so that we can be with our guests who has so much to inform us, we will do justice to it as much as we can. Remember, we're not doing it as expertise, but we're just giving in our own layman opinion and contribution. So generally, just like Esther had said, body positivity is a social movement that advocates for the acceptance of all bodies, regardless of size, shapes, skin tone, gender, or physical abilities. This was I'm quoting this from Dr. Albers. Dr. Albers stated this, and truly we have to look at it because people seem to envy, look at other people and say, oh, I don't like my skin color, I prefer to be fair. You know, that's because maybe, you know, there are some myths about fair people, they get more attractive if you're fair, but you still have dark people who are being appreciated. Black is beautiful. Chocolate color, whatever skin tone, skin color you have, you should appreciate it. I think it's high time we actually encourage people and join the movement. I learned also that it's good to have a supportive group. Supportive group. People who can encourage you to appreciate yourself, you know, the way you are.
You know, when you talked about the issue of peer group, friends in school, from primary school, secondary school, that is where the bringing down of someone's self-esteem is more pronounced because, you know, these little ones are coming up and they see you probably with a K-leg or they see you with a too broad a bow leg or see you one hand is longer than the other arm, and you see your friends laughing at you, mocking at you, pushing you, you know, wanting to bully because when you're with friends in school, a lot of them want to bully. You also have some of your close friends that want to pamper you, some that want to bully. But this movement, I think, is actually going to, if we are able to form groups. I think it's going to help a lot of people come out of that self-caging. Especially these ones coming up, the pupils, the students, those that mommy tells them, so you're so beautiful, look at your shape, this and that, and they go home and they go to school and they feel that way. Whereas others will get withdrawn. So we try to see how we can bring such people out, even when they're doing performances in school, drama, debates. Some students are very intelligent, but they don't want to come out because they are shy. What is really putting them into that shell? There's something. Either somebody is bullying them or something. They're very intelligent and they're shrinking. Shaming or something. So it's good to let people, especially women, are more considered about all of this, to know and have a self-esteem, have a very wonderful, make them feel that they are the best, their outlook is wonderful. You bring them out, you encourage them to be bold, to express themselves properly, and making them understand you were created by God and this is how God wants you to be, because He has a wonderful plan for you, and definitely you're going to be who you are supposed to be.
Exactly. And to add to that, a research suggests that having a positive body image is associated with a reduced risk of depression. A lot of people go into depression because of negative body image. And it also reduces self-esteem, low self-esteem. It is associated with a reduced risk of depression, higher self-esteem, and fewer dieting behaviors. Fewer diet. You see a lot of people go into dieting because they want to get into the shape that they want. I wish the director could just give us pictures, images of shapes of people, so we could talk about this while waiting to see if the director can get us some shapes of people. We would continue. So you see, a lot of people talk about dieting because they want to have a flat tummy. They don't want to they go to those is it BBL they call it, fat whatever
to do a lot of stuff. Some are doing a lot of exercises to bring out their hips. I said, I wish I had known that there's an exercise for bringing out hips. Oh my God. I said, what?
Grandma, no, you're now making me feel like you're not positive about your shape when you say you want to be what you
No, I don't. But I said, oh my God, if I had known. But the problem I've done that exercise to bring out a little bumps from the sides.
so that would mean you don't appreciate.
No, why not? Why am I where I am if I don't appreciate who I am? So that's not that.
So from this research, we realize that people go all out to do a lot of things, and truly you could get depressed if you're the social kind of type, always on the social media, going out on outings. And I realize also some people do not have self-confidence. So they live, their actions and inactions are as a result of people's compliments. So if you don't compliment them positively, they feel very bad.
Yes, there's some people like that.
And some, they need to find themselves among people who have confidence, who could encourage them to be who they are. You hear when you want to go, they're like, hey, your own is good. I can't wear this. But I can't expose my legs. You have fine legs. I don't have fine legs. I can't wear something short. And for crying out loud, what you need to do is actually wear what fits you. And it starts with you putting yourself in the mirror, because who you see in the mirror is a reflection of the true you, and you can encourage yourself. I'm beautiful. There are things you need to say to yourself, that you're beautiful, you're great, you're, say positive things to yourself. It starts with you. Okay, so I think,
that's
Esther,
right.
are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, thank you so very much.
Sorry about that.
We're so sorry about. We can't control these things, So thank God we're able to get you back. So
I'm glad to be here.
So thank you so very much for being there. We were talking to Esther, and while we couldn't connect with you, we tried to see how we could x-ray what causes body positivity, why people feel this way, and what we need to do about it. But I'd like to take you back to where and what you were saying, and then you lead us on from there.
Okay, so I was sharing my story, and at the point where I realized that I had lost my I didn't know who I was. So initially, as a teenager and an adult, I didn't have any self-awareness. So nothing anybody said bothered me. I loved my body. I could fit into my clothes. I was skinny. I loved it. But when I became a mom, I put on a lot of weight. And putting on a lot of weight affected my ability to function. I was moving from a size 8 to a size 16. That was crazy. Now, that wasn't the point I'm making here. It wasn't largely around the fact that people were shaming me. I was the one uncomfortable with the fact that this is where I was and this is where I'm not supposed to be. Because I wasn't fitting into clothes, I was no longer physically active. I couldn't move my body the way I wanted to. Right? So that itself led me to weight loss. Now, when I actually got the body of my dreams in clothes, people were commending me, oh, your body is so good, this, that. I didn't like how I looked. I was so skinny, as in like flat. So I realized that, my God, sometimes people or things or your environment or social media, all these things can wire you to think differently about what you really want. So I took that journey at the same time when we were the pandemic to connect with myself and rediscover myself. Since I was coming to the end of my dance career as regards my health and as also regarding the pandemic and all the stuff on it, I decided to start a new path for myself. And that journey wasn't easy, but I realized that journey also helped me to put a lot of work on myself, right? And I discovered myself beyond how I look, right? I also discussed about menopause and the challenges. So 1 minute, I've gained weight. The next minute, I've lost it. 1 minute. So what I've decided to do is focus on the journey. The journey is healthier choices every single day. Not how I look. I appreciate the fact that I even have hands, I have legs, I have body. Some people don't have this kind, they don't have body, right? They don't have hands, they don't have legs. They're amputees, one thing or the other. So I'm complete. I need to tell myself that I love me. And my dear sisters, I love you. If I put on 10 pounds today, I love you. If I lose 10 pounds tomorrow, I love you. Whatever problem goes on in me and out of me, I love you. I think self-acceptance, that's the beautiful part every human being needs to come to contact with. There's no part of my body that I don't like. Even my tummy, when my kids came out from, it's a journey. We have to dress according to our body type and our body shapes so that we can accentuate our body in a way. You know, if you have a body shape that leads you to wear trousers that are on your tummy, and you have a big tummy, you go wearing low-cut jean trousers, it amplifies your tummy. Right? People have very comfortable ways of understanding your body, understanding yourself, understanding your body type and your shape, and working in all of those things. I think that's what people should learn more about, and that's how I was able to get to this point of my life where nothing actually affects me. Last week, I was going to meet someone, and they were in a meeting. They said, Esther, you put on some weight. I'm like, yes, and I love it. I'm within my BMI range. It's very healthy. I love it. So it just silences everybody's voice. Do you understand? So I think that every woman, boy, girl, needs to prepare his or herself for these kinds of conversations. I told the guy that I love myself. This is what I've been dreaming of. I know I'm on a journey. So I have to educate people around me on how to talk to me so that they don't highlight the things that are not important. So I'm sure that you that guy again, you begin to see me in the way I spoke about myself. I told him I love where I am. I love my body. It's what I wanted, and I'm enjoying it. I've never been this, this healthy and thick before. I love it. And the conversation finished. So I think these are the things that have helped me so far. I'm very self-confident. I love my body. I love everything about me.
Okay, thank you so very much. Well, you just said that, I think it would be ideal for us to go into misconceptions about body positivity and how to address it. Because a lot of people have misconceptions about body positivity. Don't forget that if you are into the modeling industry, if you are into that certain kinds of things that would make you have to put on a particular body shape to suit the purpose for which you're doing it. But people seem to misunderstand this. So let's look at the misconceptions and how to address it.
Okay, I first had to say that body positivity is a movement that tends to reduce the battering done on women, not women alone, on the bodies of people, human beings generally, right? So one of the major misconceptions around body positivity is that it is an excuse for you to continue your unhealthy habits. No. In fact, for you to claim to have body positivity, you also need to engage in healthy practices for your body. If some things that you currently do are not serving your body, you should not be coming and claiming body positivity, right? So it is not a practice that is encouraged to destroy your health and all of that. You cannot be, if you are added some weight, let's say you went from a size 6, 7, you went from a size 8 to a size 16 like I did, the first thing you need to do is to seek medical attention, and that will make sure that your numbers are clean. When you get a clean state of health, you now go to a fitness consultant or you go to a fitness coach and get a plan for yourself, and you go on a journey. Now, if you are doing nothing about your body and you're living an unhealthy lifestyle, you have no business claiming body positivity. Let's get that, because that's what it looks like. This movement tells women to remain as they are, not making you move to it. No, body positivity encourages you to engage in healthy practices to keep your body in top shape, to keep your body healthy. That's number one myth. I think the other one I'd already mentioned is that body positivity promotes unhealthy, it promotes being overweight. No. We know that people cannot lose weight in one day. They can't even lose weight in 1 month. They can't even lose weight in 3 months. This weight loss we're talking about takes a lot of time, because it took you a lot of time to put on that weight. It won't just drop anywhere. For some people, it might take longer, because all of these things are made up of habits. Some of them could be hereditary, that you are a family where obesity is a recurrent issue, and you are picking it up, right? If you don't learn this early enough, you will not watch what you eat, and next thing you know, you are obese. And maybe you're not eating too much, but you are obese because it's in your family line. So body positivity doesn't encourage obesity and being overweight. It doesn't. I think another thing again is body positivity ignores eating disorders. This whole body positivity thing, I think eating disorders is linked to body positivity in a way, and I'm going to explain why. When some people are stressed, they eat. When some people are sad, they eat. When some people are happy, they eat. So you see, you need to really understand yourself first to know the kind of person that you are. So I say, oh, it's true, when I'm excited, I tend to, eat a lot, and I do this, so you watch on that. So body positivity does not encourage people, but it recognizes the challenges of those who have eating disorders, and it aims to create a safe space where everyone feels comfortable with their bodies, regardless of their shape and size. And so it also helps you to promote self-acceptance. I think the last one there are many more, right? The last one would be around saying that body positivity is a movement for only women. It's not. And okay, another one is about looking good. It's not, right? Body positivity is not for only women, but because women are the ones that care, so know how we are, we take so much time. We are the hardest hit when it comes to this. A man can just get up and dress up, and his tummy is big, he wears his top, is gone. The top is even protein, the bottom is open, the guy is okay. He's moving on. The woman will focus on that place. We want to wear a shirt dress, we want to wear jiggle, we want to pack things, we want, all of these things. And I think body positivity does not encourage people saying things like it's for only women. No, body, everybody has a body. So it's for men and it's for women.
Yeah. I know it's for men and it's for women, but don't you think that it is majorly because probably of the opposite sex, when they taunt the women, with a kind of spec, when they talk about spec, don't you think this also informs and encourages body positivity and make women more conscious about their looks when the guys out there are more particular about the body size?
So I think we're talking about two different things now. Body positivity is a positive movement. It's a movement, like a group of people came about this campaign to talk about how people should embrace their body. So on the flip side, if we are talking about body shaming, which we're talking about in respect to what you are saying. So body positivity is the opposite of body shaming, right? So the question you're asking me is around body shaming. So men, yes, it's not just a thing that men do. I think even women body shaming, right? So I don't want us to come around being gender specific. Yes, men look for a certain kind of spec, but it is you who is the woman that will tell a man that if he is defining it by this, then hey, it's fine. You must not end up with this particular person who already has a clause on the relationship by something you have no control over or something you are struggling with. So that relationship is already unhealthy from the get-go. I think women should learn to equip themselves to have the right kind of conversations with men. Men cannot come and give you a tall order about your body. This is your body, this is who you are. Yes, you are working on your body. It doesn't mean that because you are this big, I've seen couples who before they get married, the woman was obese, the guy worked with her and helped her lose weight. I've seen it the other way around. You wonder, why is this slim woman marrying this fat man? The woman motivated him and then he came out of that. So it's beyond all of this. People who narrow in on and focus on the body as the issue are not really serious about the relationship.
Yeah, you just got that because I actually wanted you to say that it would help encourage anyone who is trying to stay positive in the body, because let women know that no matter what compliments you get outside from people, you are who you are. When you have that self-confidence and self-awareness of yourself, you can be who you are without being distracted. So you just put that right. Funky Grandma, you had questions to ask Esther.
Yeah, Esther, when you actually talked about positive body positivity as a movement, I just actually got to understand that today from you that it's a movement. Some of us, we did not know that there's a movement like that, but we try to train ourselves and learn how to be have integrity and have a very high esteem of who we are. So this body positivity movement, I know they must have had principles, they have goals. Because you're talking about body positivity as a movement. They want people to do this, they want people to look like this, they want you to have self-esteem. What actually is their goal? Because a lot of people do not know this. What are their principles? Okay, you can take this, you can put it up together. What is the psychology behind this movement? Sorry, I'm taking too much. So you talk about the goal, you talk about the principles, and probably you look at the psychology behind this movement.
Okay, so it started in the 1960s, funny enough.
Okay,
you can trace back to the 1960s.
Okay.
The rise of the fat acceptance movement. The time when people began to accept people who were fat, because skinny was always, I used to see my mom's pictures when she was younger. She was so skinny and it looked like it was, so it was a movement that began to accept women that were fat, largely women. The movement emerged alongside the women's liberation movement and Black civil rights movement in the 1960s. All right, and it was just addressing. The main challenge, I think, was challenging the societal norm of equating thinness with beauty, right? And addressing the discrimination faced by people of larger sizes. That was just the goal. So when you're not skinny, you're not beautiful. That was how women of those days used to feel. And it's still a thing now.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what it was addressing. And I think there are tips that are given to help you, encourage you around promoting body positivity. I took some of the notes down, and I'd like to read from my screen here. Number one is positive affirmation. You have to speak to yourself about your body.
Okay.
If you have areas of your body you're not comfortable about, highlight them. At least talk about them. until you accept yourself, don't expect anybody to accept you.
Okay.
That's just the truth. If you can't accept that your nose is small and you love it the way it is, some people actually go into surgeries because they don't like this, because of what people are saying. It's not even about them. They want to adjust it to make people happy. You are the number one person responsible for your happiness. It has to be about you than it is about anybody. So number 2 is eat healthier, not skinnier. Like I talk about myself, I'm on a journey. Fitness is not a day's job, it's a lifetime journey. So if you have that mindset that I need to keep making healthier practices, I need to keep making healthier choices to be able to stay fit. You will not see that, oh, my body has to be like this at my wedding day. It has to be like this on my 40th birthday. I have to fit into this. You will begin to box yourself. You understand? So eat healthier, not skinnier. So your goal should not be to be skinny. There are some people that become skinny and it becomes detrimental to their health. You know that you need some level of amount of fat in your body as a human being to function. And when that fat is out of your body, you begin to catch, you are susceptible to diseases and most likely cold and pneumonia. Can you imagine that? But people are rushing to be skinny and they don't have this information. Number 3 is compliment others freely. Sometimes because you don't give compliments to others, you are judging others, you will judge yourself 10 times faster. So you need to talk, hey, you look so nice today, I love your blouse, I love the way your legs look, your smile is beautiful. As you begin to invest positive words in other people, you will begin, of course, they might make a compliment back at you, that's not the point, but you begin to see easily, you can talk about and encourage people, you easily encourage yourself. Number 4 is to surround yourself with positivity. And you are responsible for your environment. Create the kind of environment that you want. Be positive with your words. Encourage yourself with positive self-talk. Those who come in and out of your space need to know how to address you. Need to know how to relate with you. Number 5, focus on things you like about yourself. Yes, there may be parts of the body you don't like, but the other parts are beautiful. Talk about those parts. Have a story about those parts. Like dress to accentuate those parts so that you can feel good about yourself. Number 6 is stop comparing yourself to other people. I can't overemphasize this. You will never be Esther. Esther will never be you. You are unique in your own way. Be you all the time. When I say you, stands for an acronym for yourself, be original, and be unapologetic. That's my acronym for you. And cut out negative self-talk. The art of self-talk is so important. What you say to yourself, what you believe about yourself, that's your self-image. Number 8 is absorb body positive messages. So watch social media, but make sure that you're picking the one that concerns you. When you see the one that's affecting you, move away. Unfollow people that talk about the things that affect your body image. Unfollow them. Cut yourself from them. Stop watching those channels. Watch things that are creating a positive environment for you. Number 9, do something nice for your body. Go and pamper yourself. Go and buy yourself nice clothes. Eat something healthy. And the final one is focus on your whole person. Beyond your body parts, you are a beautiful person. You are a beautiful soul. You have a purpose that goes beyond how small your nose is, or how tiny your eyes are, or how short your hair is. That's what I would say. These are the 10 ways to encourage body positivity.
Yeah, but please, can you, in a sentence or two, tell us the difference between body positivity and self-appearance?
And
acceptance, rather. Acceptance. Body acceptance, body positivity. What's the difference?
I think you're asking about body image. Body image is the way you see your
body image, self-love, self-acceptance
of your body.
Yes.
So body image is the way Esther sees her body, the way Esther feels about her body, the way Esther thinks about her body, the behavior Esther is engaging in as a result of her body is a body image. Now, self-acceptance is accepting my body, accepting myself, accepting my weaknesses, accepting my flaws, accepting my uniqueness, everything that makes me me. That's self-acceptance.
Okay, thank you very much. Good, that's good.
Esther, you're doing justice to this, and you know that we could talk about this. There's so many factors and areas which body positivity affects people. But let's look at the role of the social media. I know you had mentioned that in your tips that we should stay away from what is. So just go a little bit deeper into the role of social media in body positivity.
I think that anyone that is not ready, that doesn't understand his or herself, I would say this, should not be on social media. Because first, when you understand yourself, you know why you're on social media and you know how to use social media. I'm going to explain. Imagine that Ronke in some parts of Lagos today just gets a new phone and the next thing she installs on her phone is what? Instagram, because it's a photo sharing app and she can set her business and she can do this and she can do that. Now, Ronke does not understand herself. Why am I on social media? Am I there to just post pictures of myself and get likes? Am I there to build connections? Am I there to build a business? She wants to build a business, but the first thing she does is she goes on social media and begins to post pictures of herself. Because she feels that she's beautiful. And people begin to condemn Ronke, abuse her and say, look at how you are, please don't do this, and begin to body shame her. What do you think will happen to Ronke? She will not come on social media again, or she will begin to become a hater too, who will begin to troll other people. She will become a problem to other people. But what is Ronke telling herself? Oh, I want to use Instagram, but first, I have to be sure that I want to go on as a brand, or I want to go on as an individual, my personal brand. And Ronke says, okay, I don't like my face showing. I don't like to use my face, so let me just put my product. Do you see the difference between Ronke's first decision and Ronke's second decision? Yeah. She understood herself, so she went on social media and put it as a business, and now she seldom brings out her face. As Ronke begins to sell products and contact customers without showing her face, she becomes more confident to begin to create posts on social media, give reviews, and then she begins to come out. Now, Ronke has already, it's her knowledge of herself that made her take the first step to put her business instead of her face. But imagine Ronke just saying, I'll put my business and my face together, and she knows that she cannot stand people's comments, right? So it's largely around the understanding the platform and what you want to do on it. I was on Instagram years before I began to use it well. I came back to using Instagram in 2020, and that's where I learned a lot about Instagram and how to use it. But before then, I just post picture, write anything I like. Instagram as an app is changing every day. In fact, by the end of this year, you will recognize Instagram again. So imagine you on Instagram using the last principle of years ago to go on there. You'll be frustrated. You won't be going on your page and you'll be depressed because of the comments that you will not see or the things that you'll be seeing that are affecting you. So people need to go around body positivity. It's important to follow people that have a positive influence on you. Yeah. If you are following people because they have many followers or you want to catch up with gist, there's always a price to pay. So anybody listening to me today should look at themselves. If they are dealing with body shaming and issues around their body, they should go and follow people that body shame people. That's number one thing you should do. And unfollow all these catch cruise handles that affect your mental well-being. That's it. And then decide who you follow, decide the post you're engaging, decide what you want to do with your life on social media. If you don't decide, they will decide for you.
Thank you so very much, Esther Richards.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to have you be our guest on the show. And I tell you that you always no dull moments with you. And I wish we had time to go on and on. I'm just surprised time is so fast spent and we have to wrap it up here. But I'm sure we'll always call you on to talk more on the show on lifestyle issues where your specialty is. Thank you for being there.
Thank you,
Thank you so very much, Esther.
Thank you, I appreciate it a lot.
All right then. So, Funky Grandma, I know that was a beautiful one.
Really
I'm not sure we have exhausted all that we have to say, but we really have to There's really no time.
Sure.
And
I wanted to say as a last maybe kind of advice to our viewers that promoting positive body image cannot be complete itself until you have to foster self-acceptance.
Yeah.
So you must have self-acceptance of who you are, or positively who you want to be, or you have a model you're following and you trust the model so much so that you'll be confident with yourself, then you can follow body positivity.
Thank you so very much, Mrs. Edith Killen. It was nice being with you on set today, talking about body positivity and self-acceptance. And for you out there, don't forget that the basic idea behind body positivity is that all bodies are beautiful, regardless of what they look like. Yeah, it argues that people should feel good or have a positive view of their bodies exactly as they are. So as you are, please make sure you appreciate yourself. On that note, we call it a wrap on the show today. Looking forward to having you next week on Softline ADBN TV. Thank you for always being there. From us, Mrs. Edith and myself, it's thank you.
Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the show. Bye.
Closer to your channel.
Stay connected for